So you've decided that you like camping and you want to do more of it. Hey everybody, I'm Don with Bluetti Excursions and Outdoors. I'm here to talk to you today about some of the creature comforts that you can get where if you bought all of this stuff collectively would be less than $500 total. Now all of these things that I have here, and we'll go over them one by one, is things that I've collected throughout the years, maybe even some things that people have given to me. But let's go ahead and get started and talk about how you can make your camping experience all that much more comfortable now that you've decided you're into it. First thing that we're going to talk about are the power stations. These are probably the most expensive. This is the Bluetti AC2A. I got this on Amazon for around 199 bucks, but it's perfect for keeping your gadgets charged up, like your cell phones, flashlights that need charging, battery, lights that need charging, those type of things. And you can keep this inside the tent. Keep your phone charged at night as well. I also have a little Powstream that I picked up on Amazon. I believe this one was $55.99. And I use this kind of outside to power some string lights. So if there are some devices that you have around camp that you need to get power to, these are perfect. Now, do you have to have two of them? Absolutely not. I think if I didn't film and have to charge batteries in my phone so often, I think I could probably get by with this guy because it powers these LED lights that are USB, and they take very little power, and it would run those just fine, and that's kind of what I use it for. It's something really neat to have if you have the need to charge your items, like if you're camping with kids. You may need to keep their iPad charged, their own phone, depending on their ages, along with your devices. So these are wonderful to have out on a camping trip. Next, we're going to talk about lighting, and that's probably what I have the most of right now. First and foremost, we're going to start out talking about these string lights. As you can see, they are USB powered string lights, and I use them in with this power station. And what this does is it puts off plenty of light to give a nice ambiance and where you can see kind of where you're going around the campfire. I've strung them up between the tent and the trees. I'll put them in trees. I'll put them on bushes before. I mean, these things are just worth their weight in gold, and they're not that much. I have my little cheat sheet to remember how much everything costs, but this is a 25-foot string light from Amazon, and you can get them for $14.99, right? So the next thing to talk about is these I use a lot of time inside the tent. It's got this little, these lights that you can pull out, and then it has like a reel whenever you want to reel them back in. Just kind of put it back. And it's also got a couple of other functions. It's got like a flashing red light. These string lights will flash, and they're not super bright, so they're kind of perfect for inside the tent. If you just kind of want to string them up around inside your tent, and you can have like a nice glow right before you go to bed. But hey, I've used these outside before too. I think Little Bear and I went to Lake Bryan a while back, and we strung these up around. It was just kind of nice. We were sitting around playing cards, so the combination of these string lights with these is like perfect. And these little guys were, let's see, these were $13.99 on Amazon. And I'll try to put links for you guys in the description where you can kind of go and look at these different ones, but lots of good things out there. Next is you definitely want to have a flashlight. This is a rechargeable flashlight. As you can see, it's pretty bright, and it's got different modes and settings on it as well. The one neat thing about it is it has a hook, so you can also use this in your tent too. You can kind of hang it up from the top, and then you've got light shining down. I've used this on the bed of the Jeep Gladiator before when I'm cooking, and just it's very versatile light. It's also got a magnetic base, which is kind of cool because it'll just kind of stick to some surfaces. But definitely you want to have at least some sort of a flashlight that you can use if you need to get up in the middle of the night and you don't want to go through the trouble of turning on all of these lights and everything. Another cool thing that I found, we were traveling to Buc-ee's, and I found these little lights here. I need to replace the batteries in these guys because they're starting to go a little bit dim, but they just run off AAA's, and each one of these lights was $7 at Buc-ee's, so it was like $14 for two of them. It was on clearance. Cool thing is they're magnetic, right? And so I use these on the bed of the Gladiator whenever I'm cooking. I just put them on the inside of the bed rack, and they shine down, and I can see the tailgate, and it's just something that's really, really cool. This is an Illuminate. I looked it up. This is something my wife got me about 3 or 4 years ago, And it is the Illuminate blow up light. It's solar powered, so it recharges itself. And when you look at this little thing, it's $29.99 on Amazon. But you basically you unhook it, you inflate it back here, it blows up, and then you can hang it from a tree. And it's also got a USB port on here. You can charge it up through a USB port, or you can charge your own device from it. So that's pretty cool. But you can see there's a solar panel on the front there. And so just out during the day, I use this I hang it up near the entrance of the tent, maybe off of a tree so I can see it. And throughout the day, this gets plenty of sunlight to charge it. It'll last me all weekend long. So there we go. There's also this little guy we'll get into next. We're talking about staying cool, and this is spring, summertime, so a fan is essential. This is by Amacool, and this little fan has 3 different settings on it, but it also has a light. And so you can create the dimness. And another great thing is it also has a hook, so you can suspend it from the tent, and you can aim this wherever you need it to, or you can just kind of set it out on the picnic table if it's a little hot for you. Turn the fan on, you have your own personal cooling device. But guys, I'm all about staying comfortable when you're camping. On a side note, I don't have it up here, but when you're camping in the wintertime, there's the buddy heaters, and you can use those inside the tent with the little 1-pound propane bottles to keep you warm. Those, if you enjoy camping, you want to enjoy it and you want to be comfortable because you want to keep going over and over again. The next thing that we'll get into is take a little Bluetooth speaker with you. This is a JBL speaker that I picked up at Costco. I believe I paid $59.99 for this. And I added a D-link to it so I can hang it either off the bed of the Gladiator, or off one of the hooks, or a tree, or just whatever. And it's just kind of nice when you're out there and maybe you're cooking, just put on some music and just kind of listen to some tunes, and just kind of just creates a nice atmosphere, even background music. When we go on our guys trips, we like to have some music playing in the background too. So next, we're going to talk about hygiene at camp. So there's a lot of expensive devices that you can get. I was actually at Murdoch's Home and Ranch the other day, and I saw the solar-powered bag, and it was on clearance for $7. I almost bought it, but I didn't because the bag looked like maybe it wasn't as heavy-duty as it could be, but it's a solar-powered shower. You could hook that up and just kind of take you a warm shower. But in a pinch, usually the trips that I go on, 1 or 2 days, so I can miss a shower for a day or 2 at most. But these are just some dude wipes, and you can pick these up at Walmart, Academy. I've seen them all over the place. And it's just a great thing just to kind of just clean yourself off before you go to bed at night, just to kind of keep your sleeping bag clean, and it just refreshes you. And also, it's a great tool to use because this time of year, when it's a little warmer, this cleaning off like that just helps cool you down a little bit at night too, right before you go to bed. So that's something that's definitely a plus. Finally, that brings us to sleeping in comfort. Now, if you watched the last video I put up a few weeks ago talking about just the essential budget camping gear, we kind of went over the sleep systems a little bit, but it's worth touching on it again. When you go out camping, you want to be comfortable. The one thing that I do, if it's just me going by myself, or me and Little Bear, or me and Bailey, the dog, I'll take just a cot that I picked up on Amazon for $49.99, and an air mattress I picked up at Academy for $9.99. I have a little inflator tool. I inflate the air mattress up, put it on top of the cot, put my sleeping bag up there. Or this time of year, it's a little warmer. I will just take a sheet, and I'll take a cooling blanket that my wife got me as my cover sheet, and I'll use that, and I stay perfectly cool at night in addition to the fan. In the wintertime, you may pack things a little bit differently, just depending on the season, but sleeping is the biggest thing that you want to put your comfort into. So you don't want to have a bad night's sleep if you go out camping, because it's not going to make the rest of the trip fun. So spend the time kind of figuring out what's the best scenario for you. When the wife and I go, we have a big queen size air mattress. It's a really tall one. We use that, put our sleeping bags on the top, and that does really great too. A buddy of mine, Ron, he likes just to sleep on the cot. He likes a firm mattress, I guess, so to speak. So he uses the cot on there, and that works out pretty good for him. But other than that, it's really just about what you want. And just like I said too in the previous video, camping is all about personal preference and personal choice. So when you're going out into the woods, or you're going out to a lake or stream or whatever it is, just check out all the rules that apply to going and staying in those areas, especially if you like to do dispersed camping. Some areas there are fees, some areas there are not. So just look those up before you go. Just be in the know. That way you get out there and you don't have a bad time. You know, you've done everything, you've done your due diligence, and you're good to go and you're ready to have some fun. So with that being said, I'm sorry I don't have a camping video for you guys this week. However, I will be back out. And so I'm going out this weekend. I'll have one posted the following week for you guys. So I really appreciate you following along. Hopefully this kind of helps you. I'll link, like I said, I'll link as much of this in the description as I possibly can with the prices and everything. But hey, for under 500 bucks, you can get some good gear that's going to drastically improve your comfort while you're out camping. So if you made it this far, please make sure to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Really trying to get to 500 subscribers before the summertime, which doesn't give me a whole lot of time. We'll say July 1st, I'd like to be there. So that gives me a couple of months. So I'd appreciate it if you smash that like button and subscribe button. Check out my other videos. There may be something in there that you like. But until next time, I'll see you down the trail around the campfire.